While everyone's getting set up, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you for a long time. Our kids used to go to preschool together and we carpooled. Yeah, our 12-year-olds. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, well, welcome. So feel free to kind of come into the space, meaning, kind of bring your body here, your mind here, remind your whole self that this is where you are right now, right here, right now. Um, and then, whoops, I start this over. Okay. What I want to talk about today, what the theme of our class will be, is principle of yoga that I learned when I was doing my teacher training, that you can do your practice for someone else. And I'm just going to read what it says in here. This is a cool book. It's a story. It's a story um, about a young girl who's become a master in yoga, and she gets imprisoned, and then ends up teaching her prison guards the way of yoga. And it's definitely more like the Vedic traditional yoga, but she does poses with them and stuff. And it's like such a good book. I love it. So if you ever want to dig deeper into yoga and what it really means beyond just the poses, this is a great book. And you have to think too, it's like a 16, 17-year-old girl, and she's teaching these men that are guards. So um, she reads from this old book she has that has all these principles of yoga, that says you must use compassion in practicing yoga. And the captain turned and gazed out the window. Compassion, what's that supposed to mean? How would that stop me from skipping my practice? It's something you have to understand, I said quietly. It's something important. You see, you can't do this. You can't do yoga just to fix your own back. It's too small. We are too small. If we do something just to help ourselves, it will never work. You can never really put effort into a thing if it's only for yourself. It has to be something bigger. Bigger, like what? Look at the way a woman will work for her children. Look at the way they can do 24 hours a day in, day out, for 10, 20 years. It puts your little office work to shame. They can do it for only one reason, because they are doing it not only for themselves, they are doing it for others too. So this idea that when we uh, lack the drive or the motivation or the those words, to do something. It doesn't have to be yoga, but to do something that we know will benefit us, it's often difficult to make it happen, to make it consistent. But if you dedicate that practice of whatever it is to someone who would really benefit from it, and it doesn't have to be a direct benefit. So in the book, he ends up directing or dedicating his practice to this corporal who has a big beer belly and is like half drunk all the time. And he's like, he would really benefit from yoga because it would probably help him to be more sober, and it would help his belly to go away. So it's kind of funny, but it also is a good motivator for all of us. So that's a principle of yoga that I really love. Whether it's doing a daily practice, doing stretches, or it's something else that you just want to do it in the name of someone else, especially somebody that would benefit. So, any thoughts there? Okay. Well, thank y'all. Um, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's so true. Mm-hmm. It's really true. I think of it more as like something I can share with our community. Um, and it really builds me every time we have a class or a practice session. it feels like something I can give, but I also get like so much more back. And so I feel really committed to it. Yeah, thank you. That's good. That's a good example. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 That's right. All right, we're gonna get started. Let's get sit up nice and straight. Try not to stumble over my words today. So sit bones pushing into the earth, crown of the head is going towards the ceiling, sitting up nice and straight. Beautiful. Let's take our arms up as we inhale. Good. Exhale, bring it down to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. One more. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, heart center. Beautiful. Let's rest one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. Beautiful. We're going to take a deep breath and push that belly out as we're filling up the lungs. Good. And then exhale, the belly comes back in. Let's breathe that way for a minute. Pushing that hand in and out. You're welcome to close down the eyes if you'd like. Maybe think of the mantra, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Beautiful. Now let's move hands to the sides of our ribs. Right up, right around kind of where your bra strap would go. If you're wearing a bra, if you're not, just, where it might be. We're going to take an inhale and an exhale. Feel the ribs expand. Breathe that way at your own pace. Let's finish the breath that you're on. And then we'll move the hands up to the collarbones. I like to cross mine over my heart and my fingertips rest on my collarbones. We'll breathe in and out. Collarbones will rise and fall with the breath. Good. So you're inhaling and exhaling. Bring your awareness to your consciousness, the thoughts in your mind, that voice that narrates everything. Tell them welcome. Welcome to the here and now. Where we simply breathe in and we breathe out. Good. Now we'll put the three parts together. So rest one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and we'll do all three. So first we'll fill up the belly, push the belly out with the hand. Then the sides, the ribs will expand as we continue the breath in. Finally, the collarbones will rise. Filling up all the way. Take another little sip in. Hold the breath, suspend the breath, and then let it all out. Collarbones fall, ribs go in, belly goes in, and then we inhale. Do it all over again. Belly comes out, ribs expand, collarbones rise. We suspend the breath, and we breathe out. Collarbones fall, ribs go in, belly goes in. Continue on at your own pace. Feel out for yourself how long you want that suspension of the breath to take. Find the soft edge of the hard place. So the place that challenges you, but there's still a softness to it. All right, finish the round that you're on. Breathe all the air out, and then let the breath return to a natural pace. You can rest your hands on your knees. Beautiful. And then just take a moment to check in with yourself. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, you're welcome to do so. Send your body some love. Your body loves you. Love her or him back. Okay. Let's turn hands, palms down towards the knee. Grab a hold of your knees. We're going to start with torso rolls. So we're gluing the thighs and the hips to the earth. We'll bring the heart forward, nice and slow. Feel that stretch. Maybe you feel it in the glutes, maybe the lower back. Good. Keep the chin lifted to help us kind of not round. Good. And then we'll choose a direction, right or left. We'll bring the heart to the side, maybe pause, and then come back to center, and then move on to the other side, right or left, and come back to center. And let's continue on around. So keeping those hips and thighs grounded to the earth. We'll make circles, stretching out all the muscles, ligaments, tendons that exist between the spine and the hips. There's a lot. Maybe switch directions. Leading with the heart. Maybe think of who you might want to dedicate this yoga practice to. Beautiful. Let's come back to a nice tall seated position. Awesome. Let's inhale, arms up, reach for the sky, separate the vertebrae, big stretch, and look up at your hands. Take an inhale right here. Exhale, we'll cactus the arms open. Open the heart, gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms up, big stretch. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale, reach up. Let's drop the right hand to the ground. We'll reach over to the right with the left hand. Beautiful, big side body stretch. Stay here for your inhale and exhale. And then we'll come back to center. Both arms rise. Drop the left hand, reaching with the right. Beautiful. Stay here for your inhale and exhale. Awesome. And then let's come back to center. Both arms are reach up. This time we're going to do a little twist. So we'll reach behind us with the right hand. Left hand rests on the knee. Gaze over the right shoulder gently. Good. And let's come back to center. Both arms rise. Separate those vertebrae, and then we'll switch. Left hand behind, right hand rests on the left knee. Stay here for your inhale and exhale. Good. And let's bring both hands up to center. We're going to do a twist 2 more times, this time a little faster. So take an inhale right here. Exhale, we'll twist. Back to center, inhale. Left side twist. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Bring hands together, heart center. We're going to stretch out our neck. I have Earth Oracle cards up here. Feel free to come draw a card at any point in the practice. There's a little book here that tells you what your card could mean. So feel free just to come on up and grab one. All right, where hands are at heart center. Let's stretch out our neck. So we'll go ahead and look chin to chest. You can keep your hands right here. You can rest them on your knees, whatever feels comfortable. Chin to chest. Let's first sort of push this chin in as far as it will go. You guys may have seen there's been studies and articles that young people are starting to get sort of a hump on their back, on their top of the cervical vertebrae, the very where you kind of everybody naturally pokes out a bit there because they're looking forward and down. And even people that just sit at a computer all day are susceptible to that. So we counter it by pushing the chin in. Yeah, that's the first step. All right, let's drop chin to chest all the way and roll right ear to right shoulder. Pause here. Let's extend the left hand if you'd like. This is optional. Makes it a little deeper and it kind of stretches this fascia out under the arm. It goes all the way through the armpit. It's like somehow connected to your ear. Pretty crazy. And we'll switch sides. So rolling down to the front and over to the left. Extend the right hand. Good. And then, of course, the other way we deal with avoiding a hump on our back is we stretch out our chest. Let's roll forward. Continue rolling out our neck. If you want to go to the back, just be nice and gentle. And continue on. Mood change, I guess. We're a little behind in the playlist. All right. So stretching out the chest, and we do that a lot in here, you know, anytime our hands are open or wide, anytime we're sort of opening that up, we're trying to stretch these muscles. And we'll do some more of those today. I forgot to ask, is there any body parts that people would like specifically focused on today? What's that? Okay. That's kind of what my dad said too. He's like, all of them. I asked him this morning. Yeah, I'm always needing it in my neck. Bless you. Okay. Yeah, it's been great. Oh. And you're doing, is PT helping at all? Yeah, I've had like 2 sessions and they gave me like a girdle. Okay. Lower my hips. Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll do low back. We'll stretch all that out. Okay. So we got our neck stretched out. Let's walk our hands forward, coming into tabletop. Shoulder or wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. You've got sensitivity in your wrist. You can always come to fists. Good. Let's take some cat cows here. So inhaling, dropping the stomach, looking ahead, exhaling, rounding completely, dropping the head, exhale all the way out. Good. Inhale and exhale. Let's move through these cat cows at your own pace. So bend and flex that spine. They say this movement is the most important for spine health. Bending and flexing. You can do this seated, although it works really good to do it in tabletop. If you want to add lateral movement, maybe pushing into the side of the ribs, you're welcome to. Make it your own. Make it work for your body. Beautiful. All right. Let's get ready to head into downward dog. Let's tuck our toes. Good. And we'll push toes up or push hips up into the sky. Good. Let's exaggerate the bend in our knees. Hover it just above the earth. So a couple inches. Hover those knees just above the earth. Good. And then stretch them way out. Nice straight legs, hyperextended knees. Come up on your tippy toes. Beautiful. And then let's set the heels wherever they land. Most people's heels do not rest on the mat, including mine. We have a subtle bend in our knees. The tummy and thighs are coming together. Good. All right, let's walk our feet forward to meet our hands. Good. Stay in a forward fold. Again, we're going to do this exaggerated bend. So bend your knees so that your hands make connection with the mat. Tummy and thighs come together. Good. If you'd like to grab your big toes with your peace fingers, pointer and middle finger, you can. And then we'll slowly straighten out the legs. Mine don't totally straighten out. My hamstrings are always a tight muscle on my body, and that is okay. We just find the soft part of the hard edge. So I'm stretching them out, but I'm not trying to hurt myself. Good. Let's release the toe if you've got a toe hold on. We'll take a half lift. So crown of the head comes forward. Nice flat back. Good. Inhale here. Exhale all the way to the earth. And we'll inhale all the way up on extended mountain. Good. Big stretch up. Let's do some cactus arms. Exhale. Cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Beautiful. Let's bring hands to the side. So before we do our sun A, I want to do another little twist. We're going to keep feet right under the hips. So nice solid mountain pose. We want ribs pouring into the hips. So if you pictured your ribs as this sort of round rib cage, the opening or what's in the middle would pour right into the hips. So we don't want the ribs splayed out. They're kind of tucked into each other. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna bring hands out to the side. We'll do a gentle twist here, and the goal is to keep the hips squared to the front end of the mat. Okay, so hands out to the side, and let's twist to the right. We're gonna be fighting against our hips because they're gonna wanna twist with us. So we're keeping the hips forward, arms and chest to the side. Beautiful. And let's come back to center, and we'll twist onto the left. Beautiful. And we'll come back to center. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Good. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. All right, now let's shake it out. That was kind of tense, so now we're gonna get loose. All right, let's do our sun A, sun salutation A, and then we'll do B as well, and then we'll move on from there. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Oh, the ducks. Yeah. Oh, really? That's awesome. All right, let's take an inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale to the mat. Touch the mat, step back to downward dog. Find your good solid downward dog, and then we'll bring shoulders over wrists coming into plank. Always the option to drop the knees here. This is still a very active pose. We'll chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows into the ribs as we lower all the way down to the mat. Good. And then inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. And the way I teach cobra is using your low back muscles. Our low back just needs so much love that this is a really good place to get it. Inhale, cobra. Using the low back to lift, hands are nice and light on the mat. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, up, cobra. Exhale, down. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Can you guys feel that in your low back? It working those muscles? Yeah, I do too. All right, we're gonna do one more cobra or up dog, up to you, and then we'll go into downward dog. So let's take an inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back to downward dog. Take 3 deep breaths right here. Beautiful. Let's look ahead, walk or the feet up to meet the hands. Take a half lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Let's go again. Exhale, forward fold. Step back, downward dog, and then plank, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Let's take 2 breaths right here. Beautiful. Look forward. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take a half lift as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. One more, sun A. Bring hands to heart center as we exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Touch the mat. Step back to downward dog. Good. Come into plank and chaturanga. Keep those elbows tucked in nice and tight. Lower down. And then inhale, cobra or up dog. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for a big, beautiful breath. Look between the hands, step or hop the feet up to meet the hands. Take an inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Beautiful. And then we'll take an inhale here. Exhale, sit into chair. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Stay right here for your inhale. And on your exhale, we'll take a forward fold. Bring hands to the mat. Step back to downward dog. Bring shoulders over wrists, coming into plank. And then chaturanga. Good. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's lift the right leg into the sky, coming into 3-legged dog. Good. Let's bend the knee and circle the knee, kind of stretching out the hip. Good. Let's step that right leg forward to meet the right hand. Beautiful. We'll drop the back heel, so it's about 45-degree angle there, and then we'll rise up to warrior one. Beautiful. Hips can face any direction wherever they naturally fall. And shoulders face the short end of the mat. Beautiful. Let's bring palms together. Bend the elbows. Use the back of the head to sort of push the heart open. Gaze up at the ceiling. Good. Let's bring hands up. Take an inhale right here. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step that right foot back. Maybe give it a little shake. And set it down next to the left. Send that left foot to the sky. Good. Bend the knee. Circle the knee. Good. Then we'll step that left foot forward to meet the left hand. Beautiful. Drop the right heel. Come on up to warrior one. Beautiful. Bring the palms together. Bend the elbows. Use the back of the head to open the heart towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Bring hands up. Take an inhale right here. As we exhale, we'll come down. Send that left foot back. Send it to the sky. Give it a shake. And set it down next to the right. Good. Let's take 3 deep breaths right here in downward dog. Beautiful. All right, let's send that right foot back up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Step it forward to meet the right hand. Good. Keep the left heel up off the mat. Rise up to a high lunge. So the only difference between warrior one and what we're doing now is my back heel is up. A little bit more activating. Beautiful. Let's find our balance here. Awesome. We're going to bring hands to the sides of the ribs. Turn the ribs to the right, towards your bent knee. Perfect. It's probably not going to twist super far, and that's good. That's what we want. We're doing the twist this way so we don't overextend the spine. Once you get there, you keep hands on ribs, or if you want to extend hands out, twist that way. There we go. Yeah, you're good. Oh, yeah, you're good, Kate. Good. And let's come back up to center. Beautiful. Let's grab back hands if they can reach together. Perfect. Oh, I love what Malia's doing. Let's look at the sky. Don't, yeah, it's okay. And let's bring hands down to the mat. Step that right foot back. Send it to the sky if you'd like. Come into downward dog. Let's come into child's pose for a beat. Drop the knees to the mat. Knees go wide. Big toes touch. Drop the forehead. Take a couple breaths. Do you need a blanket, Kate? Are you good? Okay. Kate has been such a champ. Let's take a big inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And one more. Beautiful. Let's come forward into tabletop. Tuck the toes. Push the hips up to downward dog. Let's lift the left leg to the sky. Step it forward to meet the left foot. Good. Remember, we're keeping the back heel lifted. So right heel's up off the mat. We'll rise up to a high lunge. And if you do feel dizzy, we're doing a lot of up and down here. So if you start to feel dizzy, just sit down. Come down to the knees. Good. All right, bring the hands to the sides of the ribs. We'll be twisting to the left towards your bent knee. Good. And if you'd like to extend hands out wide, welcome to. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Grasp hands behind. Good. Open the heart towards the ceiling. Gaze up or gaze straight ahead, whatever feels right for your body today. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, bring them down to the mat. We'll step that left foot back. Send it into the sky. Give it a shake. Good. Let's come back down to child's pose. So knees come to the mat, go wide. Bring the forehead to the mat or a block. Take some deep breaths. Let's take an inhale and an exhale right here. Beautiful. Let's come up to tabletop. Good. Tuck the toes, come up to downward dog. Awesome. We're going to move the right foot about halfway to the right hand. Okay. Awesome. Hands come to hips. Go ahead and rise on up. So what we're doing is setting up for pyramid. So both feet are flat on the ground. We want to make a little space. So let's go ahead and step that left foot out so we have a little bit wider track here. Good. Feet are facing the front end of the mat. And this is one that you really kind of have to play with to find the best stretch, because if you find it, it hits so many good muscles: low back, hips, glutes, hamstrings. So let's start by putting hands on hips. This is going to help us keep our hips squared to the front of the mat. So the your hand's job is to keep these hips facing the front end of the mat. Okay, we're going to do a really great forward fold here. So we're going to kind of grow forward, grow our head long, and then come forward. You'll already feel those hips trying to open up to the right. We're going to keep them squared to the front of the mat, which means we're kind of pushing that left hip back and bringing the right hip forward. Good. You should feel it stretch in at least the hamstring. Good. Good job. All right. From here, we're going to lower down even more so. This is going to be a good place for a block. So when I'm ready, tummy and thighs come together. Crown of the head comes towards the mat. I can kind of reach the floor, but it's nice to get a hold of my block here. If you're not feeling very much going on, maybe try adjusting the hips, adjust the width of your stance, adjust how far apart your feet are. Good. Beautiful. All right, let's bring hands back to hips. Take an inhale as we rise up all the way. We're not going to do this in a fancy way. Let's just switch our feet. So right foot steps back. Okay, remind your hands what their job is. Grow that spine nice and long. Crown of the head comes towards the ceiling, and then we'll do a really beautiful forward fold. And just keep breathing.
Love everybody. Tell the truth.
And then when you feel that hamstring sort of loosen up a bit, go ahead and release the hands down to the mat or the block. You can drop the crown of the head towards the floor. How does this feel for you, Kate? Okay, I was thinking of you. Well, with the sciatica. Okay. All right, let's bring hands back to hips. Take an inhale as we rise up all the way. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to try something a little different with the balance today. Don't hate me, please. Because what I would like to do is have us come into a circle facing in, and we're going to balance while touching palms with each other. Okay? If someone is not up for that, if they're like, I don't touch other people, that's totally fine. And you can do it alone on your mat. But if anyone would like to try doing it in a circle with me, come forward. And this is honestly the hardest to do with adults because we don't get in each other's bubbles at all, even to touch palms, right? And so if you feel weird about it, I completely understand why. But I love doing balance this way because it teaches community really well. So let's go ahead, put palms out, and then go ahead and touch palms with your neighbor. Okay, we're gonna do our balance pose here. So let's move the weight into the left foot. Gonna keep our hips nice and lifted, and we'll bring that right leg up. Beautiful. Let's kick it out all the way. Good job. Now let's put it back, and let's go ahead and rest it on your calf or your inner thigh, or to kickstand. Good. Just notice, how does it feel to be using our neighbors for support just a bit? I know you're all trying not to lean on them too much because we're so self-aware. Just notice to yourself, how does it feel? Good. All right, let's bring that knee up. Beautiful. Let's take it out to the side. Good. And let's set it down. Move into the other foot. Go ahead and lift. Good. Extend that foot. Touch toes. I always tell my teens, I'm like, you guys, you have to grab toes. And they're like, ah, they're horrified. Okay, come back to center. Let's touch into tree pose. Beautiful.
Yeah, it gets harder.
Okay, lift the knee and bring it out to the side. And come back to center and set down the foot. Okay, awesome. You can untouch palms, shake it out. Okay, you can go back to your mats. Thank you for doing that with me. Community is really important. And that's something I love about this class. It's just helped me to get to know a lot of people that I wouldn't know otherwise. So, all right. Let's come on down to the mats. Let's just take an inhale. Last big extension, last forward fold. Touch hands to the mat. Maybe come down to tabletop. We're gonna come into staff pose. I really like using a strap for this because my hamstrings are tight. So staff pose is we're sitting up nice and tall on our sit bones, legs just going straight out, toes are flexed back towards you. You can do this or this, whatever feels the best. Okay. All right. We want to do this. Let's bring arms up. Inhale. Good. Bring it down to heart center. That's just to stretch out our spine nice and strong. And then if you have a strap or your jacket or whatever, loop it around the feet. Good. Let's bend the knees and bring the tummy to thighs just a little bit. Good. And then we'll work our feet out. Keeping tummy and thighs kind of zipped together. Our vertebrae are these, the bones. You guys know what vertebrae look like, but in between we have discs and they're stacked up all together, a whole bunch of them. And those discs, as you all know, can get pinched, they can bulge, and it's really painful. So the reason I'm always harping on about tummy and thighs zipped together is because if you round, those discs start to do this. They kind of create a wedge, putting pressure on the disc. So we want to just keep the spine long, and we can keep that spine nice and straight and long and get a really great stretch in the hamstrings. Awesome. All right, let's bring the left leg in. Keep the right pointed straight ahead. Just kind of give it a hug. Good. All right, we're going to be twisting to the left. So we'll go ahead and grab the left arm with the right leg, reach back with the left arm. Be really careful not to use your leg as leverage here. Just let your spine twist as far as it wants to go. Take an inhale. Exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. Good. All right, let's come back to center. Release the left leg. Switch legs, bring the right in nice and tight. Grab it with the left arm. Give it a hug. Reach back with the right. And take an inhale here. Exhale just a little deeper into the twist. Good. All right, let's release that right leg. Let's bring the legs wide. Bring into wide-legged sit. Let's reach down the right leg. Reach up and over. We're going to keep our chest open to the sky. So this is really a side body stretch, and it goes down into the low back. Good. Good. Just keep breathing. Picture that oxygenated blood getting into all the spaces that are tight. Good. come back to center and we'll switch sides, reaching down the left leg. Right hand comes up and open. Gaze is up at the ceiling or at least straight ahead. Good. All right, let's come back to center. Bring both legs in. Give them a hug and we'll rock back onto our spine. If you want to rock a few times, you can. Just give that sort of a massage to your spine. And then we'll just go ahead and lay down on the mat. Okay, and let's do bridge. So bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Good. Pull the belly button to the spine. So pull that belly in nice and tight. Good. And when you feel ready, go ahead and lift the hips to the sky. Okay, and let's lower them down nice and slow. When they touch the earth, go ahead and lift them back up. Good. And lower down nice and slow. When your hips come in touch with the earth, let's go ahead and lift them one more time. Last time, all the way up. Beautiful. If you'd like to clasp hands underneath, you're welcome to. Just a little bit of a bind on this pose. And let's lower down nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Let's see where we're at. Okay, let's bring the right leg into the chest. Send the left leg out long. Give it a squeeze. Pull it in tight. And then we'll pull it across the chest using the left hand. Keep the right shoulder pinned to the mat. So if it's a choice between the shoulder touching the mat or the knee touching the mat, choose the shoulder. Breathe into that twist. Good. Let's come back to center with that leg. Pass it to the right hand. Open up that leg out to the right for an inner thigh stretch. If you'd like to extend the leg all the way out, you can grab your big toe and do that, or you can use the strap. Keep the hips glued to the floor. It's a challenge. I don't want to pop up on the left side. Good. Let's pull that right leg back in. Send it out straight. Pull the left knee into the chest. Give it a hug. Good. Left leg comes across the body with the right hand. Good. Just keep that left shoulder pinned to the mat. Breathe into the twist. Good. And let's bring it back to center. Pass it to the left hand. Open it up to the left side. Option to extend it. And let's pull it back to center. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and just take any final poses or stretches that you'd like to take before we head into Savasana. There's a quote by Thich Nhat Hanh in this little book I have that I read, and I thought it was really sweet. It's about hugging. It says, and Thich Nhat Hanh is a Buddhist monk that came came to America. He's from Thailand. He came to America. He became really popular. Um, says in 1966, a friend took me to the Atlanta airport. When we were saying goodbye, she asked, "Is it all right to hug a Buddhist monk?" In my country, we're not used to expressing ourselves that way, but I thought, I am a Zen teacher. It should be no problem for me to do that. So I said, "Why not?" And she hugged me, but it was quite stiff. While on the plane, I decided that if I wanted to work with friends in the West, I would have to learn the culture of the West. So I invented hugging meditation. Hugging meditation is a combination of East and West. According to the practice, you have to really hug the person you're holding. You have to make him or her very real in your arms, not just for the sake of appearances, patting him on the back to pretend you are there, but breathing consciously and hugging with all your body, spirit, and heart. Hugging meditation is to practice mindfulness. Breathe in. I know my dear one is in my arms, alive. Breathing out. She is so precious to me. If you breathe deep like that, holding the person you love, the energy of your care and appreciation will penetrate into that person, and she will be nourished like and bloom like a flower. So, no pressure, but if you guys hug me, I'm going to have high expectations. Just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and settle in for Shavasana. Um, I have blankets up here if you would like additional support under your knees. I'm happy to come get what you'd like, or I get it. Yeah. Anybody else want a blanket I can grab for you? Good. Okay. So I'm going to talk you through a little bit of a body scan, and then I'll let you rest in silence for a couple of minutes. All right. So you make your way to a resting position wherever your body feels safe and comfortable. We want you to be able to relax, let go, be able to allow that energy that you've moved over the last hour to recirculate in your body and settle where it's needed. So we've moved the stuck energy. That's been the goal of the yoga poses. We've breathed the life breath. Prana means breath of life. We've breathed oxygen and air into all the parts of our body. And now all that energy recirculates and settles in the right place. Do a body scan. Start with your feet. Check your ankles, legs, knees. Is there any tension being held anywhere? If so, invite it to go if it's ready. If you have worry, it can be settled another day. In this moment, all that matters is just to breathe. You've got tension in your thighs, your hips, your belly. Breathe it in and sigh it out. In this moment, there's no problems that need to be worked on. There are no solutions that need to be found. In this moment, your only job is to breathe in and out at a natural pace. Check your ribs, your heart, your shoulders, your chest. If there's tension or worry or heaviness there, invite it to leave. Invite it to be carried away with the breeze, like ash in the wind. just sort of disappears. Check in with your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your wrists, fingers. You're carrying extra weight there, extra burdens, extra tension, extra worry. Invite it to go. For in this moment, all that is needed is for you to rest, be held, and breathe. Check in with your neck, the base of your skull, your scalp, your skull itself, both the inside and the outside, your brain, the right and left hemispheres, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, nose, mouth, cheeks, jaw, chin. There's tension held there. Invite it to go. Let it be carried away like ash in the wind. The earth can take it. It takes all that we don't need and turns it into something beautiful. All that's not serving us and turns it into something sustaining. It takes all that we are unable to bear and unable to carry and turns it into something that carries all of us. So let it go. We'll sit in silence for a few more minutes. Feel free just to relax. Invite you to take a conscious breath in. Let it out. Invite a small amount of movement into your body. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe stretch. Take the next 5 to 10 breaths to come to a seated position on your mat. Let's take an inhale, arms up. Good. Pull in that love and light. Pull it into your heart. Beautiful. Great. You set an intention for your practice. Come back to that. You dedicated your practice to a person. Send that love and light to them. That support. Close our practice by feeling gratitude. Gratitude for ourselves, for showing up, for our bodies that love us and support us, for the yoga and the breath, for quieting the mind, and for the earth, for sustaining us fully. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. We'll close with namaste. Thank you. Take your time. The class is donation based. If you'd like to make a donation, I have a Venmo code over there, but there's no pressure if you want to just pay it forward or whatever. So thank you. No problem. It's okay. Okay. It's totally fine. My sister, isn't it pretty? Yes. No, I love the fabric she picked. She is a really talented seamstress. Yeah. Yeah, this is my parents. Have you met them before? Oh my goodness. I'll have to introduce you. Yeah, probably. This is Holly.
Hi, Holly. You weren't even up your strap. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, thank you. Holly's like one of the first people I met up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Great.
yeah.
How long have you guys been here?
This year it will be 8 years, I think. Yeah. So.
How long have you been up here? 16. 16. Wow. Great.
Yeah.
This is especially nice. Yes, it is. That's so great.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's inspiring.
Oh, thank you,
Very
Mom.
good.
Thank you, Holly.
Thank you so much. Must be wonderful parents.
Oh. Yes, they are.
Is this yours? Yes.
Oh, yeah. It goes on that black mat. Thanks, Holly.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. You too. Take care. Where'd they come?
They're in Hurricane, Utah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
right outside
not
St.
too
George.
far.
No, it's nice.
That's fun to go visit.
It's yeah, it is.
Whole fam can stay
Yes. Oh yeah.
in, February.
Thanks, you guys. It's good to see you both.
All 24 of us. It's beautiful.
Oh, it is.
Neighborhood. We've just got a
Oh, you
beautiful
stayed
yard.
in Hurricane? Oh, that's great.
Really? Yeah.
That's great.
We'll just hike and bike and all the fun stuff.
Yeah, there's
The
just
pool was fun.
so
Right
much
over
to
the middle
do.
of the complex, of course. But
Oh,
it was
that's so great.
so beautiful down there.
Good.
We're loving it.
Good.
We've only been there 8 years old, going
Oh,
on 8 years. So,
okay. Okay.
we moved from Wyoming to
Oh,
Utah.
is that where you grew up?
Yeah, Laramie.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
She was born in Knoxville, Tennessee, and then we moved to Laramie.
Oh my
yeah.
She's a little
goodness.
Southern belle.
Yeah. For a few years.
That's
See you
fun.
guys. Have a great time on your trip. What day do you leave? In 2 days? Okay. 3 days? Okay. Yeah, have a great time. Yeah. See you guys. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, for sure. You would like it. I think you'd like it. It's a little slow at the beginning, but
Mostly listen.
okay, yeah. I do a lot of listening myself. Yeah, I like listening to books, but
Unless you need to underline.
and it's hard to find things, yeah, but yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, thanks so much for coming, Ollie. All right. I'm gonna put this stuff in my wallet. You're so welcome. Oh, thank you. I'm always happy when I see you. So
I'm always happy when I see you.
yeah, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, good. Glad it's helping. So good.
Mind and
Good. Same for me. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's true. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Right.
I will see you
Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Or around.
Yeah. I'll be here.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Okay.
I have more time to be around now, so it's
Good. Great. Yeah. All right. See you. Yeah, it's a light purple one. Oh, it can just go
Yeah, because the black one just goes.
yeah, the black one goes not in the bag. I think the turquoise one was in the bag. It's okay.
You want the turquoise one in the back?
That's fine. Either one. I don't really care. I just like the black one to be out because I use it. No.
One I was
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that was in there.